You wake up, but something feels missing. Your body is heavier than before. Your energy, once a silent strength, now flickers like a dying flame. The man you were in your 30s still lives in your memory, but in the mirror, he's harder to find. And maybe, just maybe, you've told yourself this is normal. That this fading spark is the cost of turning 60. That slowing down is simply how life works now. But what if it isn't? What if the emptiness you feel in the bedroom, the constant fatigue, the fading strength in your legs and mind, what if all of that has less to do with age and more to do with something deeply fixable? This isn't just about physical energy. It's about confidence, presence. It's about reclaiming the part of you that still wants to thrive, to feel alive, to feel connected, even after 60. My name is Dr. Henry Caldwell. For over 2 decades, I've helped men restore what they thought was lost forever. And today, I'm going to share with you 3 essential vitamins that, when used correctly, have reignited the vitality of thousands of men across the country. Not gimmicks, not magic. Just real, practical application of elderly wisdom and science-backed nutrition. The kind of healthy aging lifestyle that brings results you can feel in your bones. We single quotes LL begin with one of the most misunderstood allies of your body. Vitamin C. Most men think of vitamin C as a simple cold remedy. But that belief, it's keeping you tired, unfocused, and cut off from your best years. Let me tell you about Alan, a 68-year-old carpenter who had spent his life building homes for others. He came to me exhausted, defeated. His tools were collecting dust. But it wasn't just physical. He felt like he was disappointing his wife, Sarah, not because he didn't love her, but because his body no longer responded the way it used to. His story is heartbreakingly common. This is where vitamin C becomes more than just a supplement. It becomes a tool for rebuilding who you are from the inside out. Vitamin C supports the walls of your blood vessels, helping maintain strong circulation. That means better oxygen to your muscles, to your heart, even to your reproductive system. It preserves nitric oxide, a molecule that helps your blood vessels expand and contract with ease, keeping your performance strong and your stamina steady. But that's just the beginning. Vitamin C is a critical part of elderly vitality because it also protects your mind. Its antioxidant properties help preserve memory, sharpen focus, and guard against cognitive decline. A quiet concern in many homes after 60. It supports your bones, your frame, and your independence. Because let's be honest, falling once in your 70s can change everything. Sturdy bones means sturdy movement, and movement means freedom. Alan started adding citrus fruits, berries, and dark greens into his meals. But we didn't stop there. We added 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C daily, in buffered form. 3 months later, he was a new man. Stronger circulation, more restful sleep, and a quiet intimacy returned to his marriage, the kind that doesn't need to be spoken out loud to be felt deeply. This is the power of paying attention to the details. It's the kind of mindful choice that reflects the heart of clutter-free living, focusing only on what truly matters. Vitamin C isn't just about fighting colds. It's about building a life where you're not just present, you're fully alive in it. As we grow older, part of the journey is learning what to let go of, the noise, the distractions, and what to embrace with both hands. This is one of those moments. So as we move forward, I invite you to keep listening, because the next vitamin you're about to learn about may hold the key to restoring your hormones, your drive, and your sense of masculinity. And if you've ever wondered whether your spark could come back, the answer, my friend, is yes. But it begins with knowledge, intention, and that small, quiet step you take today. You can eat right. You can exercise daily. You can do all the right things and still feel like your body is fading. That's what brought Mark to my office. At 64, he still had the handshake of a man who used to command respect in every room. But behind his eyes, there was a different story. He felt disconnected, drained, and no matter how hard he pushed through the fatigue, it never went away. Even the simplest joys, holding hands with his wife, walking through their garden, started to feel distant. He wasn't depressed. He was depleted. And the culprit? Zinc. Zinc may be one of the most underrated nutrients in senior health. Most people associate it with immunity, maybe wound healing. But in men, especially over 60, zinc plays a far deeper role in vitality, performance, and emotional strength. You see, zinc is the backbone of testosterone production. It supports the glands that regulate your hormones and keeps your prostate healthy and steady. Without enough of it, your testosterone drops, your energy fades, and your sense of inner strength begins to erode. I call this a silent leak, one that slowly drains your tank, while you keep wondering what's wrong. Mark's blood work told the truth. His zinc levels were far below optimal. And when we looked closer, we found what many men his age face: a diet that once was enough, but no longer delivers. A digestive system that doesn't absorb like it used to. And a lifetime of stress, caffeine, and prescription medications chipping away at his reserves. Studies show that up to 60% of seniors are zinc deficient. And that's not just about fatigue. Low zinc is linked to weakened immune response, poor glucose control, brain fog, and yes, sexual dysfunction. But here's the real tragedy. Most supplements on the shelf use zinc oxide, which is barely absorbed. So even when men try to help themselves, the solution slips right through. For Mark, we did things differently. We started with zinc citrate 25 milligrams a day, taken on an empty stomach before bed. We also cleaned up his environment, following simple senior decluttering rules, removing unnecessary stressors, simplifying his meals, and organizing his routines to support consistency. He kept a small pill organizer on his nightstand. He linked his supplement routine with brushing his teeth. In just 8 weeks, something changed. His energy came back. His focus sharpened. And that subtle heaviness in his marriage lifted, like the weight of exhaustion had finally loosened its grip. Zinc didn't just restore his testosterone. It restored his sense of purpose. This is what elderly wisdom teaches us. You don't have to fight aging. You have to understand it, adapt to it, and make choices that give your body what it truly needs. When you live in alignment with your biology, your environment, and your routines, something beautiful happens. That's what clutter-free living really means. Not just a tidy home, but a clear, energized life. Mark's journey is not unique. Thousands of men over 60 are walking around with this quiet deficiency, wondering where their vitality went. But when you start giving your body what it's really asking for, with intention, with consistency, with clarity, you don't just feel better. You begin to feel like yourself again. Zinc is more than a mineral. It's a foundation. And when paired with vitamin C, it sets the stage for something even more powerful. Because the truth is, you're not missing just one piece. You're missing the combination, the synergy. And that synergy comes to life when we bring in the third element. It's time to talk about magnesium. And I promise, you're not going to want to miss what this quiet mineral is doing behind the scenes to hold your body and your life together. In the world of health, magnesium is the quiet force. It doesn't shout. It doesn't show off. But when it goes missing, your body feels it everywhere. That was the case with Raymond, a 65-year-old former marathon runner. He followed a Mediterranean diet, kept moving daily, and never missed his checkups. His blood pressure, cholesterol, glucose, all within range. To any doctor reading his chart, Raymond was a picture of healthy aging. But every morning, he woke up feeling robbed. Crippling muscle cramps seized his calves. Energy that once propelled him for hours now flickered out by 10 a.m. even intimacy. Once a source of joy became something he feared. He wasn't tired from laziness. He was tired from doing everything right and still getting nowhere. That's when we looked deeper. His magnesium was critically low, not on the standard tests, but on the cellular level where it truly matters. Magnesium is the mineral that powers over 300 chemical reactions in your body. It regulates your heartbeat. It supports muscle function. It keeps your blood vessels relaxed and your energy flowing. More importantly, it transforms food into usable energy. Without it, your body simply cannot create the fuel you need to feel alive. And here's what many men don't know. Magnesium also supports testosterone. It balances your hormones, improves insulin sensitivity, and even boosts nitric oxide, the same molecule essential for healthy erections and strong circulation. In short, magnesium is the glue. It connects all the other nutrients, helping vitamin C and zinc do their jobs effectively. Without it, everything slows down. The problem? Men over 60 absorb less magnesium from food, even if their diet is clean. Years of medication, digestive changes, and stress chip away at what little magnesium remains. That's why many of my patients, including Raymond, need targeted supplementation. Not just any form, but highly absorbable ones like magnesium citrate, or GLYCINATE. We started Raymond on 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate per day. He also added foods like spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and salmon to his meals. Simple shifts in line with a healthy aging lifestyle. Within 6 weeks, the cramps were gone. His energy rebounded, and intimacy with his wife became warm again. Not worrisome. His eyes changed. He smiled more. He stood taller. Raymond didn't need more effort. He needed more absorption. That's elderly wisdom. Doing less of what doesn't work and more of what does. Magnesium supports more than physical strength. It brings mental clarity, emotional resilience, and a steadier heart. And as Raymond discovered, it also gave him back his mornings. Those early hours, once lost to pain and fatigue, became moments of calm power, a time to walk, breathe, and organize his thoughts. He even began decluttering his home office, saying, "If my body feels this clear, my space should match it." That's senior decluttering at its best. Not just tidying things, but making room for the life you're meant to enjoy. By bringing together magnesium with zinc and vitamin C, something remarkable happened. Each vitamin supported the others. Magnesium calmed the nerves that zinc was repairing. Vitamin C amplified magnesium's absorption. And zinc, in turn, helped every cell function better. This is the kind of synergy your body craves. Not isolated fixes. Not single-point solutions. But a full system working together. Like a well-organized home after 60, where everything has its place and nothing is wasted. Raymond said it best. "I feel like my body finally stopped fighting me. Now we're on the same team. And that's what I want for you too. But before you rush to the supplement aisle, there's something else you need to know. Because the way you take these vitamins, the forms, the timing, the routine can make all the difference between wasted money and real results. Most men who take supplements mean well. They want to feel better, stronger, more alert. They buy bottles with bold promises. They follow the labels, but weeks pass, then months, and nothing changes. That's exactly what happened to Leonard, a 66-year-old accountant with a sharp mind and a weary spirit. He had done everything by the book, researched the best supplements, built a neat shelf in his bathroom, and took his pills every morning with breakfast. But after 6 months, he sat across from me and said words I hear far too often. "Maybe. This just doesn't work for men like me." He was wrong. Not because he lacked discipline, But because he fell into two common traps, mistakes that quietly drain the power out of your supplements and leave you disappointed. The first? Wrong form. Leonard had chosen cheap, hard-to-absorb versions. His vitamin C came in the form of ascorbic acid, harsh on the stomach, short-lived in the bloodstream. His zinc? Zinc oxide, which barely makes it past your gut wall. His magnesium? Magnesium oxide, infamous for causing digestive issues and offering less than 4% absorption. It's not about the name of the vitamin. It's about the form your body can actually use. Buffered vitamin C with bioflavonoids, zinc citrate or picolinate, magnesium glycinate or citrate. These forms are like unlocking a door with the right key. Smooth, efficient, and effective. Second trap? Bad timing. Leonard thought a single megadose of vitamin C in the morning would carry him through the day. But vitamin C has a short half-life. Your kidneys flush most of it out in hours. He took zinc right alongside his coffee and oatmeal, not realizing that caffeine, fiber, and calcium block zinc's absorption. And his magnesium? It fought for absorption with the calcium in his breakfast cereal. The result? Most of what he took ended up wasted. Not because the nutrients were weak, but because the routine didn't support them. When I sat down with Leonard, we changed three things. First, we switched to high-quality forms: buffered vitamin C, zinc citrate, magnesium glycinate. Second, we restructured his timing. Vitamin C, split twice a day with meals to keep levels steady. Zinc, taken on an empty stomach before bed, when it won't compete with food and can support overnight hormone repair. Magnesium, taken in the evening with dinner, calming his muscles and helping him sleep deeply. Third, we built consistency. I helped Leonard link his routine to daily habits. He used a simple pill organizer, set phone alarms, and made it part of brushing his teeth. One of the easiest ways to lock in a lasting routine. This isn't about perfection. It's about rhythm. Because your body doesn't need huge effort. It needs steady effort. And that's where the elderly wisdom shines brightest, knowing that transformation isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things, the right way, every single day. Within 12 weeks, Leonard felt the shift. His energy stopped crashing mid-afternoon. His focus sharpened. Even his mood, once dulled by fatigue, became lighter, more present. His wife told me, he's back. Not just physically, but emotionally. That's what proper supplementation can do when done right. Not just lift your strength, but restore your spirit. Too often, men think the solution lies in more products, higher doses, or newer trends. But sometimes, the answer lies in structure, in understanding your body, in a lifestyle that honors how it truly works after 60. This is the essence of healthy aging lifestyle, using structure and simplicity to unlock your fullest potential. It's also what underpins the heart of downsizing tips for seniors, not just in your home, but in your habits. Trim the waste. Keep only what serves you. Let go of scattered effort and focus on what delivers. And when it comes to supplements, that means one thing: form, timing, consistency. Now, we've talked about the vitamins. We've talked about the mistakes. But what happens when you bring it all together? The synergy, the rhythm, the intention. Let me show you. There's a difference between taking vitamins and feeling them change your life. That difference is called synergy. Synergy is what happens when nutrients work together, not in isolation, but in harmony, each one amplifying the other's power. It's the kind of balance your body craves, especially after 60, when absorption slows and the margin for error narrows. Let me tell you about Ernest. At 68, he was a retired high school teacher with a heart full of stories and a body that couldn't keep up with them. He tried vitamin C for energy. He added zinc for strength. He even tossed in magnesium to calm his nerves. But it felt like nothing worked long enough to make a difference. That's when we did something different. We didn't just stack supplements. We built a system. Ernest began a synergy protocol, 1,000 milligrams of buffered vitamin C with bioflavonoids, 25 milligrams of zinc citrate, and 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. Taken in rhythm. Taken with intention, and everything changed. He called me 8 weeks later with a voice full of life. His focus returned. His sleep was deep. His muscles responded again. He said, "I haven't felt this sharp since my 50s. That's the magic of nutrient synergy. Vitamin C supports your blood vessels, making it easier for magnesium to fuel your muscles and brain. It also improves zinc absorption and shields both zinc and magnesium from oxidative damage, protecting their effects over time. Zinc strengthens testosterone function and supports your metabolism, which enhances how magnesium helps your body manage blood sugar and recover energy. Magnesium, the quiet engine, activates over 300 enzymes that allow both zinc and vitamin C to be absorbed, used, and stored properly. It doesn't just fill the gaps, it builds bridges. This nutrient network isn't a theory. It's a science-backed system for senior wellness. And for men over 60, this is essential. Because every year, your body's efficiency drops. Medication, stress, inflammation, and natural aging create more demands, with fewer resources. That's why synergy isn't just helpful, it's necessary. And when you pair it with the right habits, the right home environment, and the right mindset, that's when you build a lifestyle of lasting health. That's what senior home safety is really about, supporting not just your environment, but your biology. That's what declutter regret-free means, letting go of routines, foods, and habits that no longer serve you, and embracing the ones that do. Ernest didn't change everything. He changed the right things. And that made all the difference. So now, the question becomes, what do you want your next chapter to feel like? Not just look like. Not just survive through, but actually feel strong, clear, connected. You already have the tools. Now you have the plan. And soon you'll have the results. But there's one final piece. The bridge between knowledge and transformation. Let's close with that. You've made it this far. You've listened, reflected, maybe even seen a part of yourself in these stories. Alan, Mark, Raymond, Leonard, Ernest. Men just like you. Men who thought their best days were behind them, until they realized they weren't, because vitality after 60 is not about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming ownership of your health on your terms, in your rhythm with your wisdom. The elderly wisdom that whispers, you don't have to rush, but you do have to begin. And the truth is, most men don't fall short because they're lazy. They fall short because no one ever taught them how to do this right. They weren't shown that vitamin C needs steady levels. That zinc must be taken away from calcium and caffeine. That magnesium oxide is a waste of time. That synergy is more powerful than stacking. That healthy aging lifestyle isn't about more, but better, smarter. Aligned. So here it is, your simple blueprint. Buffered vitamin C with bioflavonoids twice a day with meals. Zinc citrate or picolinate, 15 to 30 milligrams on an empty stomach before bed. Magnesium glycinate or citrate, 400 milligrams, taken in the evening with food. Matched with rhythm. Matched with clarity. Matched with a life that's organized for your success, like a home organization after 60, where everything has purpose and place, because this is clutter-free living on a deeper level. Clearing out not just your cabinets, but the old beliefs that say it's too late. Letting go of the idea that your spark has burned out, and making room for strength, sharpness, connection. Again. This is your declutter regret-free moment. Not for the house, for your health, for your future. Now comes the most powerful step of all: consistency. It's the part that transforms supplements into results. That turns knowledge into power. That takes you from wondering to knowing. And I promise you this: when you stay with it, when you build a routine, it will feel like someone turned the lights back on. So if this message spoke to you, don't let it fade. Take the first step. Today, set a reminder. Order the right forms. Organize your supplements like you would organize a drawer, with purpose and simplicity. Think of it as downsizing tips for seniors, but for your routine, not just your living space. Your body will thank you. Your mind will wake up. Your relationships will feel warmer, more present, more real, because when you feel like yourself again, everything gets better. If this video helped, give it a like so more men like you can find it. Subscribe to the channel for more guidance grounded in experience, science, and real change. And turn on the notification bell so you never miss a message that matters. Leave a comment. Tell me what part resonated most or where you're watching from. I read everyone. This is not just a video, it's a community. You've already taken the first step. Now, follow through. Reclaim your spark. And don't let anyone, especially not your own doubt, tell you it's too late. I'm Dr. Henry Caldwell, and I'll see you in the next one.